4 different women in one day?
Nah, it was probably like two women.
Two women in one day. Did you wash?
No.
You did.
I washed off. I wiped it.
Did they know?
Hell no.
Was it raw, both women? Be honest, it was. You nasty! This is how BV and stuff like that is a thing. Welcome to Listen to Black Women. I don't know how this one got here, but I'm L'Oreal. We gotta start with him, of course, because he's the first black man we're gonna have on the show so far. This is Mouse Jones sitting next to me.
I stopped dating a woman one time because of the way she tied her shoes. I just did not like it.
You have my girl, Elle Varner.
I always put myself in a position of power, but even with that pissed some people off.
Tahiri is also with us.
The type of men I deal with, like, there's no way their body count is low.
And we are here to tear you apart.
I will just be listening.
So let's first talk about things that are going on out there. And I know we all heard about this. Britney Renner. She admitted to sleeping with 35 men, right?
Okay.
Now let's talk about bias and how a man would say something like that. And nobody would bat an eyelash. I think, according to me, that might be just my opinion. But when a woman says something like that, she is burned at the stake. I didn't think that was a high number, to be honest. Now, I think if you lived in a small town, never moved, same people around, and it's 35, that might be a lot. But if you're Britney Renner, I was expecting her to say more.
I think it's a really immature question to begin with. Like, I don't really feel like who cares?
If you ask a man what's his body count,
But I won't, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
did you date anybody I knew? That's asking my body count.
How many girlfriends have you
Yeah.
had?
That's my body count.
You would ask that?
Yes. Because some guys have never been
That's
in a
true.
That's true.
But who really
Lucky
is gonna
girls.
tell you, like, you expect people to be completely honest about it, though? I mean, I would, but
So now we're dating liars.
I don't know.
Yes. A lot of people are.
Listen, everybody's asking a body count of some sort. Any digging into somebody's past about who they dealt with, somehow, somewhere you asking about a body count. Or you
I've
find
never
out what
even
went on
asked.
before you.
I expect the person to be upfront about somebody that's around me or somebody that I'm cool
Right.
with, and to be like, because I would do the same thing. And I'm not gonna lie, there might have been a person that I thought about, like, damn, do I have to tell him about this person? And I do, because I don't ever want you to look
You don't want to be
stupid.
caught in that moment.
But I gotta wait till they meet and know that they know each other. I'm like, all right,
Because
okay.
niggas be fronting.
So you've asked somebody, like, you just want to know about relationship-wise, but not like body count, right, Elle?
No, I'm not asking that.
Has anybody asked you?
No.
Never in your entire life.
I mean, what am I,
She said-
15 years old?
She doesn't believe. That, I think that's a young
I think
thing.
that's a very young,
thing, yeah.
immature, like, we're grown.
There's a
You
certain age where you gotta
care.
stop asking.
I'm gonna be honest. I am, though, not gonna volunteer. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. If you don't,
I'm
then
not
I'm gonna just
telling
you know what I
nobody
mean?
nothing.
But I'm uncomfortable with that conversation, with that question. I think it's immature.
So you would tell your body count, though.
Shit. If I could
She said if I could remember it.
No, but honestly, I think it's very immature to ask.
I'm an individual, free woman. If we're gonna change that in some way, and you're serious about that, we
That's
can have
different,
those
yes.
discussions.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just getting to know me, hell,
I
like
agree.
you don't.
Listen, at this big age, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Of what?
Scared of
If
what?
finding out that number, I would never ask at this big age, because no matter what number you say, I'm not gonna be okay with it at this big age, so I just don't ask.
The type of men I deal with, like, there's no way their body count is low.
You know what? I interviewed Bryson Tiller one time, and I think he said he could count on 2 hands. That's what it was. On 2 hands, how many women he slept with.
2 sets of hands? Or
I ain't
2
believe
hands?
him just like I ain't believe Britney Renner. So it's not that it was her versus him, but only because I looked at it like, this is Bryson Tiller. You know how many women want to sleep?
Introvert, though, and he's like, and then just because you're out
don't
there,
surprise
just because you're an artist doesn't mean that you're outside slinging that. You know what I mean?
I think so, because the artist that I know is outside slinging that thing.
So they got
Like,
it. They ain't got good music. I think it's the level of music.
No, I know
Bryson make good-
Chris Brown doesn't have good music, and you know he
I think
outside.
I don't know nothing.
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there.
I don't know nothing.
There's a lot of virgins out there.
Are you a virgin now?
You didn't hear that first album.
You know what's so messed up is when I was, like, no one believed me, and they would tease me, but I was.
Me too.
Until you're what?
I lost it at 18, like 19.
Around then.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Nobody believed me either.
No.
I was in high school, like, huh?
As a Dominican woman?
Yes, a Dominican.
Oh, what does that mean?
My mom scared.
Holding on to your virginity in New York as a Dominican woman.
my mom scared the shit out of us at home. So she had 3 girls. She was a single mom, and she said if we had too much sex, we would get cervical cancer. So as kids, we were like, we don't want to get cervical cancer. So we held it on. My sister lost it at 19. I lost it at 18.
Shout out to y'all for knowing what
We had
cervical cancer
context,
was.
like,
You would have told me that. I'm like,
Who
so?
could hold up the long
I lost my
cute.
virginity in the 10th grade.
Nah, I did. I wasn't smashing.
Yeah,
That's
10th grade.
normal.
And to be honest with you, there was girls that I was friends with that was already lost their virginity from
they
middle
were
school.
pregnant.
Yeah, I was actually the latest one of my friends. I skipped a grade, so I was already around girls. I was a little older,
Yeah, you were
so
bored
I
too
was a
back
little
then.
yeah.
You was
It's like, what you doing? Like you ain't have sex yet, and
Yo.
it made me feel a little.
That
like,
was me
damn,
in
I
high
should-
school.
I
but I
like
didn't do
the
it.
attention without the sex. Like the attention, the talking, the flirting.
You like being courted.
Yeah.
Me too. People
Yeah, I
don't even
think
know what it is.
I do too. I didn't just love
Entertained.
sex.
You get it faster if you court. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sweet nothing's in my ear rather than just wanting to. Because I mean, if you want to do that, we can. Come on, Mouse.
Oh
See, Mouse is trying to
Lord.
catch your body.
So does that matter to you when somebody lost their virginity? Like, is
I
that
don't
a
give a.
question?
I
Yeah, no one
mean,
cares
listen.
about that.
I'm 34 years old. I don't want whatever happening in my mind. If I meet you and you the same age as me, a little older, I'm already in my head like, oh well, she used to be a hoe or is a hoe. She my hoe now. That's why I'm looking at
She
34.
my hoe now.
At 34, yeah, you can't look at now. If you was crazy, if there's like video
Care
footage,
more
you got
about
to.
that.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
so what about in one day? So she also came out and said she slept with 3 different men in one day. How many people have you slept with in one day?
Oh,
at a
come
time?
on, what are we talking about?
Women.
What
I
we
mean,
talking
I'm
about?
guessing.
I mean, I'm still a man. I got about 4 rounds in me, so you divvy it up, however.
Four different women in one day?
Or just the same person 4 times?
Nah, it was probably like probably two women in the same
2
day.
women in one day. Did you wash?
No.
You
Did
did.
they
I
know?
washed off. I wiped it.
Did they know?
Huh?
Did they know?
Hell no.
Was it raw, both women? Be honest, it was. You nasty! This is how BV and stuff like that is a thing.
I feel like there's slut shaming go for men too. Like, I'm being slut shamed. Let's relax. That was so long ago.
That's fine.
I wash 3 times a day now. Okay.
But that is crazy to find out. Does that make y'all feel different about having sex with a man without protection?
Y'all lying like hell. Y'all knew that before I said it. Y'all
Nah,
still
I
go.
feel like sometimes we get oblivious to things. Like we love a person so much that we think they're not capable of doing some dirty shit like that.
It was before I met you.
Dumb.
Before you met who?
It was before I met her.
I'm like, let's be clear.
That has a lot to do with self. So, I mean, that person's really nasty if he doesn't really take care of
Dude,
himself.
wait,
And
hold
why do
on.
you expect somebody to take care of you?
Hold on, let's
Think about it.
Let's be serious for a moment.
What's up?
Y'all don't know how nasty niggas are. I want y'all to know something. We wouldn't wash our hands in the bathroom if nobody else was there. If look at all the niggas. Look, exactly. I told you.
Look, he just covered his face in shame.
Look.
And then he
you know
touched
what?
me with
No,
his
look,
hand.
I didn't use the bathroom. Yeah.
And
You didn't.
wait, and he has a manicure. He has a manicure. I peeped that.
I got
out.
manicure.
If I see you wear your clothes more than a certain amount,
How many
Guys
times?
will
What's the
wear
limit?
same
Is it-
outfit.
What's the
I'm
limit?
not
What's the
gonna
limit
lie,
on the
I'm
fit?
the type of
I noticed
person,
that
you
in
put
college.
something on, I take it off right then and there. It's dirty. Y'all will wear the same thing 3, 4, 5 times. I think that's the
5 times is crazy.
So what's the limit?
None.
How many people see me? Because I'm definitely getting a good. You'll see this tomorrow.
Let's talk about non-negotiables when it comes to dating and sexuality. What's a non-negotiable for you, Tahiri?
Somebody who smells like the nastiness. I
So
can't.
that's
I can't.
something you
Yes,
can't.
I can't get past it. I can't.
What if he told you that he slept with a man one time?
Oh, we can't do that either. That whole I was trying it out in college doesn't make any sense to me. If you slept with a man, you tried it, that means to me that you're gay.
So you would leave him? Like, say y'all were together, and he goes, 15 years ago, I slept with a man, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
You're leaving.
I didn't like it. It's crazy.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But is that fair? Because for women, it's like, yeah, you get a
You
pass.
tried it, you
get a
kissed a
pass.
girl, you liked it, haha.
Have you
Yeah,
ever kissed a
or
girl?
you didn't
Yes,
like
I have
it.
kissed
You've
a
kissed a
girl.
girl.
And
Oh.
you didn't like it.
Have you ever kissed a girl?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Does that make y'all
I
lesbian?
too have kissed a
No,
girl. Just
but the double standards.
What if she comes to you and goes, listen, I have to be honest, I used to be a man, but like everything has changed around.
Like, listen,
it happens.
I'm an ally. Okay, I'm an ally, but I don't know how good of an ally I am.
I'm sorry.
Because my allyship,
his face.
my allyship has never been challenged before.
Okay, so Elle, what about for you? What's something that in dating you're like, no way am I dealing with that?
Lying.
Lying.
Yeah.
One of the most attractive things is honesty. And you'd be surprised. Like, I've dated someone who was very clear from the beginning. We're not going to be together. I'm not going to lead you on. And it was my choice if I wanted to move forward.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was free. Like, he didn't have to lie to me. It was balling. It was boss. Like, men lie like
nothing, right.
insane, like to insane degrees.
Yeah.
Like, are you even this person? It's
Yeah.
like scary.
What's a deal breaker, Mouse, when it comes to relationships?
That's really tough for me.
Really.
Because
you'll just
I date
date
like
anything.
no, it's the opposite. I date like a woman. Like I'm super picky. Like I stopped dating a woman one time because of the way she tied her shoes. I just did not like it. Like you know that last lace at the top, that shit was choked. I said no, bitch, this ain't gonna work.
So that was it. That
You
was the deal
suffocating
breaker.
my happiness. Nah, bitch, nah.
Those are your standards. Would you date a lesbian?
Would I date her? If she look good, fuck it. Let's.
So you're okay with her cheating with a woman?
All jokes aside,
Yeah, all
if
jokes aside.
if we are together and we made an agreement that we are in a monogamous relationship, I don't care what the gender is. Who you messing with somebody else, that's cheating.
Okay. Fair.
Anyway, let's move on. What about double standards in the workplace? Do you ever feel like you were sexually harassed in a workplace?
This person that was in a higher position, she just, she knew that I was trying to get on, and the way I got into this industry wasn't, the orthodox way. So it was always just a very like, well, if you want this, you got to do this.
Really?
But not so explicit where it's like I got to have sex with her, but it was, I had to entertain
Right.
the oncomings. I had to entertain it because if I didn't, it might not fall well on me. Which I'm pretty sure that's, what y'all have. I'm pretty sure that's a small thing in what you guys have had to deal with.
Right. At this point, I'm not surprised, and I've cursed a couple people out, and I don't care about talk. I would talk about it. But early on, it was hurtful. It was early on projects I had in mind and conversations, and then realizing that the deal was off the table because I didn't take his advance.
Yeah.
The touching on the knee or the what do you think you're here for type of conversation. Let's just say that I found my voice. So I don't care if you walk out and you say that I'm not easy to work with. Sometimes is what they say. Men do that all the time.
Do you mind me asking, did either of y'all do it?
Absolutely not.
It never got that deep. It was just like the flirting and
I mean, like Tahiri said, it was hurtful at first because I just felt like I worked so hard to get here. I always put myself in a position of power, but even with that pissed some people off. Or they would want me to just sit there and look pretty and them run the whole session, and it's like, do you even know what an EQ is? Like, do you actually know how to run the board?
Right.
I do.
I found myself even not getting dressed up for these meetings purposely, like wearing a sweatsuit on purpose, or like downplaying myself, my beauty, my curves, everything. And still, the more you try to like downplay it, the more like guys are looking at you like, so about this date, and you're like,
now, have you ever, and I'm sure you have, but if you want to name a time that you've heard maybe a man say something inappropriate to a woman, or maybe even to yourselves, and it just got skated on by, like nothing ever happened? Or have you not said something, or maybe you even said something disrespectful that you regret before to a woman while y'all worked together?
Has that happened? Sure. You start to realize that as a man, we say all these things, oh, that's the man, or I'm a man, but have no idea what it means to be a man. And I had to decide for myself in that moment what it meant to be a man. And for me, what it means to be a man is making sure that everybody around you feels safe, making space for everyone, right? And so we could laugh, we could joke, but if anything I do could offend you or does offend you, I have no problem, one, curving it and stopping it, but also standing up and being accountable for it. And everybody knows I'll be the one to be like, hey, yo, relax.
I mean, I've walked out of interviews one time, it only happened to me, where a guy was referring to me, and he, not even thought, he was like, oh, y'all got some bad bitches up in here. And I'm like, who the hell is this motherfucker talking to?
Right.
And I was like, oh, nah, I'm done, interview done. Like, I don't know if you're familiar, but you're not doing no interview here no more, sir. Because it's just a certain respect that, like, I'm gonna demand when I'm doing what I'm doing, and just period in life. If I don't let nobody call me that on the street, you're not about to come in here and do it at work.